And perhaps something of surprise over the last 24 hours, which is the decoupling of the TikTok situation, for lack of a better term, from the overall negotiation of a new trade agreement with China, because that has occurred. A TikTok deal is close. In fact, you could see something, I'm told by people familiar with the situation, as soon as the next 30 to 45 days, in which you actually get the close of a TikTok deal in which the algorithm is licensed to a U.S. entity that is owned by new investors and some existing investors in ByteDance, TikTok's parent company right now, and then moves on. Importantly, and perhaps not unexpectedly as well, that entity that would continue to use the servers and the cloud infrastructure of Oracle. Of course, you may remember Project Texas from many years ago already, when they moved all of the data to Oracle's cloud, something that actually helped build that cloud into what has been a competitive force, the likes of which we've obviously seen reflected in the incredible backlog that Oracle reported last week, sending its stock up. And you can see yet again the stock performing quite well. Now, here, it really isn't necessarily upside, except for the continued growth of TikTok, as much as it is, well, maybe there was some downside with the idea that perhaps it would go dark and therefore no longer be doing that business. That's not going to be the case. And we did hear from the Treasury Secretary earlier on Squawk Box, sort of explaining at least how things have gotten to the point they are. Let's hear from him, and then I'll give you some of the details, at least as I've been able to piece them together thus far.